I apologise if there's any noise, because it is actually in the middle of town, surrounded by houses and also train stations. A lot of the graves are very old and you can't read any of the writing that's on them. And unfortunately this graveyard actually does smell quite a bit, because people bring their dogs here for walks, and a lot of the people don't pick up after their dogs, so yeah, the smell is not very nice. There's the church. Like I may have mentioned, it is a Catholic church, so I haven't really been here and had a look around. This one's lost the top of a cross, I think, and this one's broken as well. There's lots of different types of graves here. There's ones that look like this one, that I think had a cross on the top. Ones that look like a big box of bricks. And ones shaped like this one. This one's got the cross actually engraved into the top of it. And again, so old you can't read it. It's a beautiful day. I'm surrounded by lots of trees in this graveyard. This is another one that's got the cross broken off the top. And I'm assuming this metal bit here is to stop it sinking into the ground. We're coming over to the noisy part now, so I apologise for the noise. Oh, that one's kind of moved over. I'm sure it wasn't like that. This one is an 1832 grave. It's very old. A lot of them in this graveyard actually has all the names faded away. And I'm sorry about the noise over there. They are building, so I've got builders over there and a very busy main road. It's over there is where the vets is, and over there is a train station, and it's one of the popular train stations from London. I don't know whether they had a cross on it or not, but it's just got a black box on the top. This is the side of the church. I don't know if you can actually get in this graveyard at night, but I will try. There's another one. In loving memory of Marjorie Heather Mackenzie, 1925. She was only 27. To watch where I'm walking, because as I say, people walk their dogs in this graveyard. (1879). Oh, a bee. Come across a bird bath. This bird bath has been placed here by the many friends in loving memory of Amy Whiteman, great worker for many years at this parish. I think this might be another bird bath, or used to be. But it could be a grave. There's no writing on it whatsoever. And this one over here looks very old. Edward Price, who departed this life the 31st December 1860, in his 70th year. Also Elizabeth, beloved wife, 1873. Haven't really seen any newer graves. I don't know what that says. IHS? Don't know. It's a George Stapleton and a Jane Stapleton, and also a baby aged 8 months. In memory of Bertha Emerson, 1850, died 1853. There's another one of those bricks. It's the side of the church. They're quite tall tombstones actually. I'm 5'2", and if I stood beside this one, I think it would be taller than me. This one's so worn away, you can only read the bottom bit. Constance Lucy Mansfield, 1918. This one is lying down, trying not to stand on any graves. I don't know where one starts and one ends. And like I said in the last graveyard, I don't walk on graves. My feet are there and the grave's there. And there's lots of hidden ones as well. I'm not quite sure why there's tiny ones there. This one's pretty, but I think the cross was originally standing up, and this one has broken off the top. I could get into the noisy bits now, I'm afraid, near the builders. It looks like they're making homes, flats. Ooh, as if Croydon doesn't have enough flats. The ground is very sinky here, so I'm being very careful. Again, the cross is broken off the top. This one has got what looks like a bird. Bird? Is it a bird? Looks like a bird. I think it's a bird. Oh. Police car going by. Apologise for the noise. In memory of Mr. John Wood, formerly of Alton, Hampshire, died February 20th, 1854. Oh, this one's kind of, I'm not sure about this one. The cross has obviously come off the top and it's coming away from the ground. I will try and talk a little bit louder, as it has been said that I talk quietly, but I do talk quietly anyway. I'm not a person with a loud voice unless I'm actually yelling at people, which I don't think you want. Oh, there's a butterfly. On all these benches I come to, it doesn't matter if they're new or old, they are covered in flies, which is a little bit disconcerting. But a lot of these benches that look new have actually been donated by families of the deceased. This one's a little bit odd. It's got the cover there, which has been pulled off the grave. I'm not sure about that one. Try and get away from the noises. Oh, there's a cross in the middle of the ground. Wonder which one that's of. It's not particularly obvious. As you can see, all these graves are pretty old, but yet the church looks like it's got a new roof. I don't really know old churches. I'll have to look at that part up. There's another one that's sunken and you can't read who it is. And a lot of these graves, like the last graveyard, people are basically on top of each other. Ooh. Almost walked over a grave. I'm just going to go back onto the path while I go down this part. There's not really much room to walk. Again, there's another grave with the cross broken off. It's on the bottom there. Now this one looks like a scroll. And this one is from 1875. But it looks newer than the others. And there's one there, 1902. Another cross broken off. And yet another one. I don't know why there's so many crosses broken, whether it's actual wear and tear or whether someone's actually taken them off. I don't really know. You see, like I said in the last video, that's what I'd do. I'd plant flowers, but then I'm lazy. Saves you coming and changing flowers. I suppose it depends if the person liked flowers or not. Sorry if the camera gets a little bit uneven. I'm trying to hold it with my sore hand, trying to get strength back into my hand. So if it wobbles, I apologise. Another cross missing. And there's one grave there leaning. And I don't know why, but some of them look like cast iron bed frames. Like this one. And of course it will be upside down. Just watching where I put my feet. Maria, wife of John Sim Smith, Esquire. And that's 1794. And John Sim Smith 1877. And there's also another John Sims Smith. I can't read that one. Sorry, I went out then because there's some people passing me. I think that was a tree growing out of a grave. It was either cut down or it died. When I first saw this one, I actually thought it looked like a bird house. I kind of ignored the fact that the scratch is all the way up it. So yeah, it looks like a bird house. Ooh, there's a bee. Stay away, bee. And this one's full of flowers, which has got bees on it, so... Ooh. No, don't like bees. I've been stung by a wasp before now, and that was really painful. I've never been stung by a bee, don't want to be. This one is 1859 to 1940. The only thing about this graveyard is that if I did do a nighttime video, there's a hole in that grave. Hopefully that was a pot that has been taken out. It's very, very noisy, so I don't really know if I did bring a spirit box, if you did ever hear anything. This is another one of those benches. Andre Peter Dean Home, a much loved brother, 1961, the 17th of August 2016. These are relatively new. It's kind of contrast to the old graveyard. I'm having to sit on the bench. I can actually hear seagulls. I don't know why I'm hearing seagulls, but I'm hearing seagulls. It's actually right next to the road, as you can see. And I'm actually hearing birds in the trees now. That I think they're getting ready to go to sleep. This graveyard, I've tried to come here about 4 times, and every time I've come here, it's either been lots of people here, or there's been people that I haven't felt comfortable around, or there's been a service, or it's just been so cold. And on top of that, I've tried to film about another twice, and it didn't actually save the video. So I decided on passing, I'd come and see if I can actually finally do this video. So I don't know if I can get to this church at night. I might be able to. There's a gate just behind me over there, and there's another gate over that side, and I came in a third way. So I don't know if all gates will be closed, but one of them I'll be able to reach. Also, I might have another video up of a musician. He's local, he does his own music, and I've asked him to do some original songs so that I can go and film him. So I will let you know when that drops. But let's have one last walk around, and then it's time for me to go home. That was a big tree that was cut down. I'm actually using an app on my phone because my iPhone does not pause when actually filming. So if I had to pause it for any reason, I couldn't. So I'm using pause play or play pause, one of the two. The only difference with this one is it lets me pause it, but it doesn't let me zoom in for anything. So I am looking for another app that I can use. If anyone knows of any good apps for the iPhone, please let me know and I'll check them out. Oh, back on the path. I'm going to go out a different way and then I'm going to show you what the church looks like from the road, the street. There's one entrance. I don't think anyone's in the church at the moment. The wind's picking up now, so I apologise if there's any wind. And lately all the churches got special protection on the windows because of vandalism and people trying to break in, which is rather sad. But I suppose it's the way things are at the moment. But yeah, they're just making flats over there. Again, I don't know who would want to live opposite or right next door to a graveyard. Let me know if you would. I don't know if I would. I used to live down the road from the graveyard, and that was no fun. There's a Celtic cross. I'm sure that's a Celtic cross. Again, she's actually taller than me, which is not hard to do. I'm only 5'2". And a bit. Don't forget the bit. Some of them are actually so bad that they're corroding at the bottom of them. And over here by this entrance there is actually a couple of graves that look like you'd find in a tomb in Egypt, and I'll show you what I mean. This is one of the entrances. Maybe in the next video I'll actually, if you want to know, I will say, but I did once come across a guy, I assumed dressed for a fancy dress party, and he scared the life out of me. The way he acted and the way he just disappeared. If you want to know about that, let me know and I'll include it next time. But yeah, this is only going to be a short video. This is another one of those that are a little odd. There's no writing on it at all. And this one's broken in two. There's another bench, but this one's an older bench. It's obviously been here a long time. So there we have the church. Very peaceful graveyard. We're coming to the road now. We're very busy. So I'll end this video here. like, subscribe, dislike, whatever. I'll see you in the next one.